Hey, 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 welcome back for another edition of Tarboro Coffee Talks. I'm Randy. I'm the owner of the Tarboro Coffee House, and I'm here with Liam Gilsworth. Gilroy. See,
That's all right.
I said
it's
it 12 times.
The only Liam in town. It is not a big deal.
Still couldn't get it right. The only Liam in town, though. And so welcome to Tarboro Coffee Talks. As always, we want to highlight what we're drinking. If you've watched any videos so far, you know I get the same thing. It's iced coffee. I think today it's got some sugar-free vanilla in it, some almond milk, but it's my favorite. And Liam, I'm not even going to let you talk about it because it's just water.
But I've had a lot of caffeine. That's the only reason why. I'll be picking off the
caffeine. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you wind up in? Are you from Tarboro?
No, my wife is.
Okay.
So wife is third generation. So we were living in Raleigh during COVID, and then Raleigh-Durham just shut down. It didn't make sense because both our families are here.
Right.
So we came east, put down roots about 3 years ago, and here we are.
Okay. Do you like it in Tarboro?
Yeah, I do like Tarboro. I'm not from a small town, so it was a bit of an adjustment.
Where are you from?
New York originally.
New York.
But the Army brought me down to Fort Bragg.
Whereabouts in New York?
Middle of the state, like Albany, the Adirondacks.
Okay, I lived in Buffalo for 9 years.
So you know what snow is. Okay,
I know
so you actually know
what snow is.
You do, because we had lake effect. I mean, we had real snow.
Yeah, I got like 220 inches a year, and it was stupid. I'm like, they say, we want it to snow here. I said, if I never saw another snowflake, I'd be happy.
That's why we're back in Tarboro. Where people can like leaf blow their snow off their car.
That's right. It's nice. Good deal. And so I'm glad you like it here. So let's talk a little bit first about your 5K. So you're doing a 5K run. You're heading it up.
So Edgecombe Cancer Support Foundation is a county board that provides families with a cancer diagnosis like a non-recourse $1,000 grant just to help.
Okay.
So it's our big fundraiser every year. So we do a fun run for the kids and a 5K. We do a little party the night before, which is tonight at TBC.
Okay.
They've graciously allowed us, the access to the building. So I have a DJ and some food trucks, and Church Street downstairs is going to come. And then tomorrow from 8 to about 11, we'll go out there. Kids will be in the costumes. People walk, run.
Right.
It'll be a community event. It'll be nice. Yeah.
By the time folks see this, that will already have happened, and so
that's all right for next year.
Yeah, for next year, make sure you're signed up and ready to go.
That's it.
It's a qualifying race and stuff too. Like it's a recognized race.
The course has been, I forget the name, but the person who set it up, who did it for 10 years, Petrozello, is Pat. She made sure it's all marked out because she's a runner. So I'm more of a walker jogger, so I know it's the right lane.
Right.
But for those that are really competitive, they can, because it's chipped and everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you own a business here in Tarboro. You're a business owner. Tell us about your business. What do you do?
So when I got out of the Army, I set up an investment firm.
Right.
So we do everything from like what you'd think like the investing for households, things like that. We do small business development, things like that. So we're actually in 38 states now.
Okay.
So I have an office here. I have an office in Philly. We just opened an office in Charlotte.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. So
But this is the epicenter. This is the headquarters.
Big things happening from Tarboro. So I know your wife's family's here, but what made Tarboro a good fit for you to run your business out of this area? I mean, what makes Tarboro work for you to be able to be in those big cities, but be in a place where nobody knows?
Well, family helps,
right?
Because I travel a lot, so I'm always at RDU going somewhere.
Okay.
And it's nice is her family's here, her grandparents are all here, my parents are here. So my brother-in-law and sister, or my brother-in-law and his wife are here in the neighborhood, so that's nice.
Right.
And then honestly, now that our internet's a lot better after a few years ago with what happened, you can have a business anywhere.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. People don't care. Like I have clients, like I was talking to one in LA yesterday. He can just hop on a Zoom call.
Right.
And then we're just managing time zones.
Right.
So it's been good.
Good. I think that's one of the best things about Tarboro is the family dynamic. Mm-hmm. Everybody, if you were born in Tarboro, you born in Edgecombe County, they don't leave, and so they're here and extend.
They come back.
That's right, and they come back, and so it's that's good. I mean, it really brings a tight-knitness to the community. So your offices are located here on Main Street?
Yeah, I'm just right around the corner. So there's Rex Jeweler, you hit a left.
Okay.
That very first building with the awnings is my office.
Okay, very good. What do you think Tarboro's doing well for businesses here, supporting local businesses, small businesses?
I've really seen in the past year and a half, 2 years, kind of an integration between both town hall and all the staff and like the small business owners, the property owners, because I think everyone has the same goal of just making Tarboro better.
Right.
And it's really now like it's really coming together. So like the council's very supportive of like initiatives. So like as a private investor, or a small business owner, like there's certain needs we want,
right,
and there's certain things the town wants.
Right.
So it's like, how do you find that middle ground? And I think that dialogue's really improved,
right?
Because they're like, I mean, they're working on the flower beds now, based on advice. We've talked about other fundraising initiatives for like paint and flower beds and things like that, just to get more people downtown to support the merchants, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So I think it's important. It's
good.
Well.
Yeah. I haven't been in business long. I mean, the Tarboro Coffee House has been here for a long time. Sure. I've only owned it for just a couple, 3 months. Sure. But really, I'm impressed by what it's. There seems to be a lot of activity that's steering things in the right direction, and they seem to really be trying to draw businesses in and drawing people to Main Street. And so with the Courthouse Square concert series and just different things like that, and so I think they're doing a good job. So you do investments. Yeah,
and I've started to help get involved in some of the revitalization of like the 200 block too.
Okay.
So it's been a lot of work.
Right.
But to your point, like we're looking at more restaurants coming in, more retail, potential indoor event space for weddings.
Right.
I mean, before you know it, all Main Street's going to be a bit packed again.
Right. Which is good. I think it's interesting that you bring so much passion to Tarboro, and you're not from Tarboro.
So my motivation is the baby.
Right.
So James, he's 18 months old.
Okay.
Eleanor, my wife, love her to death. She's from Tarboro. She's excited, but it's really for him because he's the next generation of Tarboro. Like she loves Tarboro. She came back. She brought somebody. But I want to see what Tarboro would be when he's 18 and he goes off somewhere, joins the army, goes to school, does whatever, and hopefully he comes back.
So
that's what I'm working towards is his Tarboro.
Want that boomerang effect. But we want something to be here for him to come back to. You want something for him.
And draw more businesses in.
That's right.
Who knows? So.
And so I think all that's really good. How do you see yourself fitting into the bigger, like the merchants here in downtown and things? How does your business play into all that? So my financial firm, like I'll go to merchant meetings when I can. It's more just to listen in and try and help bridge that gap between town hall and the merchants and whatnot. But I'm actually opening a tap room down in the 200 block. Okay, so I've heard about it. That's me. So I will absolutely be a merchant on Main Street. So it's like, for me, it's trying to integrate with y'all. Like, we have the social district, so how do we take all the activity in the 400 block and translate it to the 200 block and get things going? And so that's kind of like my goal, is to tie in through that angle, So that'll be probably ready around the holidays, maybe after. It just depends on ABC permitting. And let's talk about the tap room. That's exciting. So what's your vision for the tap room? Like what do you is it like a sports bar, or is it just a watering hole for people to gather? I mean, it's kind of all the above. So what I always thought is, when we got the social, like, how do we connect, like, TBC's footprint down here down to like the bottom of the 200 block? So I see it's kind of the end cap to the social district. So we're trying to just be something for everybody. We'll have domestic beer, we'll have craft beer, we'll have wine, all kinds of stuff. Have some flat screens with some sports on them. And then that way, like, I was talking to Anthony yesterday, like, how do we get Church Street involved? We can really do all kinds of cool stuff. So that was kind of my vision, just kind of like a one-stop shop for that part of town and how we integrate. I'm just open ideas. What's the name of the? Taps on Main. Taps on Main. Taps on Main. Nice. Yeah, so we're getting there. So it's going to be draft and going to be bottled and just... you'll have mostly drafts. We'll have some bottle stuff, and like sodas and waters and all that. And then what's exciting, I think, is the back parking lot. I know that sounds great, but like, you can do limitless things out there. We're talking about putting a deck out there. We get some restaurants down there. People can mingle. A spot on Main Street with a parking lot is rare, and so to have that, people are shocked. Like, there's hundreds of parking spots. I got a parking. I got you. Like, you're like, that's like so lucky. Like, this is great. And so I was like, that whole county lot's open at night. I was like, if we can turn all that block into like a fun happening spot with more restaurants. It'll just push traffic up and down the street. Right. Well, man, that is awesome. I'm encouraged by your excitement for Tarboro, and just you're not just doing one thing. Like, you're pouring back into the community and really trying to make Tarboro a better place. My poor wife, she's like, she's like, you're crazy. What are you doing? No, she's great. She's super supportive. So we're working on that, and then we actually bought the old comic book building where Bud's Grill was around the corner. We bought that, and we're trying to
turn that into some cute little retail. Just get more bodies on Main. So we got some interest. Just trying to get more people on Main Street.
That's exciting. Yeah. That's great. And so, man, there's so much. Like, how do people get up with you for any of the number of things that you do? Do you take like investments? Do you help people with investing?
I do. And I do a lot of stuff pro bono for like small business. So we do a lot of business development. It tends to be bigger companies for the business side, but I tell Tarboro people, if you ever need help with something, please come by. Because
if you get
happy to dig in and be like, do the nerdy thing, like go through all the accounting, be like, have you ever noticed that? And
what's your investment company called?
Fortis Wealth Management.
Fortis Wealth Management. Mm-hmm. Fortis Wealth Management. You got to look them up. Fortis Wealth Management.
And the running joke is, I never turn the lights on because I have good natural light, but no one thinks I'm there. And I realize because when you look in, it looks super dark, and I'm just sitting there on my computer working away.
Right.
So the joke in house is like I don't work, or I'm not here.
You're never here.
I'm like, no, I'm in the
But
building.
you're there.
I'm in the building.
Just conserving electricity.
That's it. Why pay the bill if I got good natural light like
That's right. Yeah. Well, I turned the lights on when you got big windows, and fantastic. Well, Liam, it was great to have you today on Tarboro Coffee Talks. Check him out. So much going on. I hope it inspires you to get active in what's going on in Tarboro. Just because Tarboro is a great place to invest in. There's so much going on and so many other areas and needs just to get involved in. And so check him out. Check out what's happening in Tarboro. Remember, like, subscribe, share on your platforms. If you're interested in being on Tarboro Coffee Talks, there's a Google form on our Facebook page. We're going to try to get a link down in the comments of the video. And so just check on that. But thanks for checking in today. Remember, God loves you. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.